And now, your Storm Team 18 forecast. Weather from where you live.
Well, if you've stepped outside this midday, definitely a warm one out there. Normally, high temperatures for this time of year, January 3rd, is typically about 35, 34 degrees, but we're at 62 here in Lafayette, 63 Attica, upper 50s in some locations, Rochester, Logansport, 59, 61 in Frankfort. A more regional look, you can see where the warm front's located just north of our viewing area, where it's 42 Chicago, 62 Lafayette. Champaign, they were up to about 65, 66. They had some good sunshine. Far western portion of the viewing area of Illinois, that is. You can see the clouds starting to clear out just a little bit. But for us, we are overcast right now, and if we stay overcast, then temperatures will stay lower 60s to possibly mid 60s. But any sunshine with the high dew points that we have, the high moisture content, and just the very warm air, strong south winds, it's going to really get temperatures going up into the mid 60s, which will be a record breaker if we hit 65 here in Lafayette. So the current situation, here's the parent low pressure. We have included front, there's the cold front that will trigger, and it's already triggering a few thunderstorms in far northwestern Illinois. Later today, as it pushes eastward, we may have a few thunderstorms develop along that. Notice some clearing out ahead of that front. If that clearing becomes more pronounced, if we see more sunshine, then yes, that will increase the severity of these storms. At this time, it looks like we may stay fairly cloudy throughout the afternoon with maybe a few breaks in those clouds. However, we are still picking up the chance for some of these storms to develop in this cloudy environment, given that we have very high shear or spinning with height. That kind of helps create these scattered like thunderstorms in this environment. So by 5 o'clock, we could have a few of these scattered storms, each of which could have its own little severe risk, even 6:30. But after about 8, 9 o'clock, the severe risk should be over, and we should begin to clear up, at least for the evening hours after that. The Storm Prediction Center had us only about Fountain, Warren, Montgomery, Tippecanoe County this morning underneath that level 1 marginal risk, but they have now expanded. The Storm Prediction Center expanded the entire viewing area to that level 1 risk. Isolated strong wind gusts, 50, possibly 60 plus miles per hour. Could be possible small hail, and with that high sheared environment, a low brief tornado risk as well. This is between 4 o'clock this evening to 8 o'clock tonight. This is time to actually be aware of when this could occur. So the latest high resolution models showing maybe about another ½ inch with some of these stronger storms that come through, but typically maybe about 2/10 to a ½ inch. Looks fairly decent for the rain that we've seen. We saw about 3/10 here at Purdue Airport this morning and overnight last night. So by 5 o'clock, some of those storms will be around, but we'll reach probably mid 60s by then. And then we'll start to cool off a little bit. Tomorrow we'll basically cool off all day long. So a lot to get to on my 7-day. Again, big difference in temperatures. Normally we're about 34 this time of year for average high temperatures. 44 tomorrow. Most of the high temperatures will be during the morning, early afternoon, falling throughout the day. Breezy. We may have a few sprinkles and a few kind of wraparound snow showers going into Thursday as well. 35 for a high, and we'll stay in the 30s for the rest of the 7-day. Maybe a rain-snow mix, a little system coming in. As of now, most models are coming in with all snow on Saturday. We've seen, or I've been noticing about maybe an inch or so, or 3 inches, but we're still going to be keeping an eye on that. We still have quite a ways out from Saturday, but it looks fairly quiet going into the later portion of the weekend. Sunday, Monday, still in the 30s, and we'll get back into the 40s by the middle and end of next week, Marley.
Yeah, and today's just been a cloudy day for us. It has been nice to see those warmer temperatures, but looks like more rain's going to be working its way in.
Exactly. You know, we're just going to be watching those storms start to fire up and bubble up and possibly turn severe. There's that chance that they could, but we really need to get the sun out to increase that instability for those storms. So just stay weather aware. Obviously, if there is some stronger storms, Chief Meteorologist Chad Evans will be in tonight to give you the latest updates.
Absolutely.